The financial system as we know it is changing, and we know about this. We have been aware about it for a very long time regarding central bank digital currencies, what the BIS, what the IMF, what the World Bank, all these major organizations, what they have been telling us, right? And as we look at that, right, we're trying to pick and choose what big winners will be at the forefront of this massive change. And it seems as though some of the winners now are being put in the spotlight, and we're now being able to pick and choose them and also even invest into them to make sure that we reap the rewards of this new financial system rising. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. My name is Nick. Welcome to all those that are new to the channel as well. Hopefully by the end of this video, you are a subscriber. Like I said, as we do really look at the new financial system, it is on its way. I don't think that I even have to be the one to tell you that. If you go and look at the BIS, the Central Bank of Central Banks, they're literally telling you the plan of action going forward. And as we do look at Hedera, it seems as though Hedera is also at the forefront of this massive move, which also means that HBAR those HBAR holders out there, guess what? We are holding essentially a piece of the future financial system. I want to go back to March of 2023 when we saw this big announcement regarding Not Centralized and the Reserve Bank of Australia. And we have earlier this month, Not Centralized was selected to join the RBA Info CBDC pilot project. From governance and speed to low fixed fees, the decision to build on Hedera was obvious. And check this out.
Quick question. Why did you decide to build your proof of concept on Hedera?
Yeah, so the main thing for us is really the enterprise grade solution that Hedera is. So, we're dealing with a space where some of the cohorts in our use case are not particularly Web3 native or not Web3 native at all. I mean, the end construction company, bless them, they're renovating bathrooms in an aged care facility. If we start talking to them about scary cryptocurrency and and things like that, then they could get scared off the project. So we wanted to go with a chain that was overtly enterprise grade. When you look at the strength of the bodies on the governing council, this is a big confidence builder, not only for the end users in our solution, but when we're talking to banks about what we're doing, when we're talking to the DFCRC and the RBA themselves, being able to say, well, look, we're building on Hedera. Don't panic, anybody. It's fine. This is a robust enterprise grade, fast, low cost solution. It's a big confidence builder. So we're delighted to be building on such a platform.
And I love that spotlight regarding the overall GC, how Hedera is set up, right? It's a game changer because if I was a central bank or if I was an enterprise, whatever the case may be, right? I'm not going to jump into this space and say, oh, let me just jump into Ethereum. No, because as a central bank, as an enterprise, you're 100% doing research, right? And these are use cases that require massive scalability. Could you scale on Ethereum efficiently? You can't. So when we look at Hedera, right, they're going to look at the GC. They're going to look at the enterprises tied to Hedera. They're going to look at the transactions happening on Hedera. And the choice from there on is going to be extremely clear. And I do think that this is exactly why Hedera is starting to become a very big spotlighted winner around CBDCs. Over here we have, from March 15th, Hedera is proud to partner with IDEMIA Group on their mission to provide secure, customizable, and accessible solutions to central banks exploring CBDCs, unlocking the potential of connected Web3 economies while preserving user privacy. Now remember, this is March 15th of 2023. This was March 22nd of 2023 as well. So if we look at this, back in 2023, we started to see Hedera become a big player within the CBDC realm. Now, going all the way back to 2021, I don't know how long you guys have been watching the channel for, but back in May of 2021, I made a video regarding Hedera and Project New Dawn. And if anyone out there is wondering, what the hell is Project New Dawn, right? It was a project by Emtech centered around a digital US dollar. And it is still relevant even today. It's still an ongoing project. That's when we really started to see the future unfold around Hedera. That's when we started to look into Hedera more, maturely and look at it and say, all right, well, yeah, this could very well be, a big winner in this new world of finance. And from there on out, we start to see these big updates. Now, also more recently, February of this year, the HBAR Foundation joined the Digital Euro Association. I want you all to succeed this alt season. So I put together a full list of tools that you guys can utilize to track where the largest whales are putting their money in this space that could ultimately net you a ton of ROI. I'm also giving out 30 free crypto gems that are fully researched and even broken down into specific risk categories. Both of these guides are completely free. All you have to do is claim your access right now by utilizing one of the links down in the description below. What are you guys waiting for? Make sure that you guys have access to this, especially for this alt season that is nearing. And even within here, we have a few quotes. We are delighted to partner with the Hbar Foundation, whose efforts in nurturing digital money ecosystems resonate with our vision for the future of money. This collaboration underscores our dedication to exploring and advocating for technologies that ensure the digital currency ecosystem is secure, efficient, and advances the public good. Joining the Digital Euro Association aligns with our commitment to fostering a sustainable and innovative digital future as the lowest carbon footprint decentralized ledger technology, which is also fast and enables transactions to happen at a fraction of a cent. Hedera is uniquely positioned to contribute to the growth of the digital currency ecosystem. We're eager to collaborate with the DEA and contribute to the advancement of digital currencies. Now, yeah, I mean, as we really look at the efficiencies, it's not just transactional demand or anything like that, sustainability as well. Like, Hedera really has everything locked in when it comes to efficiencies around a DLT. That's what's making it so prominent now around a major, successful, enterprise-grade ledger. Enterprises are choosing Hedera because of those efficiencies. They're choosing it because of the track record as well behind it. Now, beyond that, right, let's look at a few things. So, just recently, April of this year, in collaboration with Accenture, the World Economic Forum put out a full report called Modernizing Financial Markets with Wholesale Central Bank Digital Currency. And over here, we have James Wallace from Ripple, which is the central bank engagements and CBDCs at Ripple. And also we had Brett McDowell, chair and president of Hedera, on this list as well. Now, Stellar was also mentioned. These are the three major players mentioned on here. I believe that... I want to say that Chainlink was also mentioned, I believe. Let me see. So I'm not seeing Chainlink, but I am seeing Settlement. There's a few other names on here, but for the most part, the only names that I'm really recognizing here is Ripple, Stellar, and Hedera. Like I said, it's very easy at this point, in my opinion, to pick and choose the winners that will be a part of this new financial system. Hedera, Ripple, and Stellar seem like they are clear winners. And by the way, as we look at the Digital Euro Association and even the Digital Pound Foundation, these are think tank organizations that are tied back to major moves happening around CBDCs. And when we go back to the Digital Euro Association, Hedera and Ripple are tied to that. So again, it really shows you and speaks volumes of where Hedera is at right now in terms of the CBDC roadmap. Now, also, outside of that, big shout out to Thinking Crypto One, Tony Edward, because as we look at Emtech, right, Emtech is a big leader around Hedera with CBDCs. And I just wrapped up an interview with Carmel Cadet, CEO of Emtech, which is helping central banks around the world to launch CBDCs. Emtech is currently working with 6 central banks and utilizing the Hedera blockchain. So there we have a major confirmation of 6 central banks working with Emtech around the Hedera network. We also touch on how the US CBDC model may work. For example, the Fed issues a CBDC and stablecoin issuers such as Circle, PayPal, Ripple, etc. use the CBDC as a reserve. And we know for a fact that Emtech does have that Project New Dawn white paper, which is outlining a US CBDC. So I do believe that Emtech is a major player to focus on, especially around Hedera. If you are holding Hbar, you need to know about Emtech. Now over here from the video clip, it's about 2 minutes and 50 seconds long. We have after trialing Hyperledger Fabric, Ethereum, and Stellar. Guess what? Emtech landed on using Hedera for CBDC technology. They also found using a public blockchain was better than a private one. Check it out.
And you mentioned some of the layer 1 protocols. Are you able to tell us which blockchains you have worked with and are currently partnered with?
Sure. I mean, coming from IBM, of course, studied with Hyperledger Fabric, had a good appreciation for how that could work into some enterprise use cases. But we also saw some limitations around financial services and tokenization of assets when it comes to Hyperledger. Great protocol for some use cases, but we believe that long term, the retail aspect of cash as a liquidity asset, as a very liquid asset, would really take hold and be better used on a public ledger, public network, with EVM compatibility that can be interoperable with other assets, just like cash is today. So if you walk up to someone and say, top up my Bitcoin wallet, and they take your cash and they send you Bitcoin from their wallet, that nature of it, I think, will continue to happen. And we wanted to make sure that we build with that in mind. So we ended up, after really taking some time looking at Hyperledger Fabric, Ethereum, Stellar, each have their pros and cons. We landed with Hedera Hashgraph for us. So not a typical blockchain protocol, if you will, which has also its benefits on scalability. We wanted to have EVM compatibility for smart contracts. Imagine central banks needing to tap into the benefits of not wasting money for the government, for example, or government payments. Imagine smart contracts, making sure that a wallet is still valid before disbursing funds, or making certain disbursements for special programs. So we knew smart contracts were going to be a component of it. So we really took some time to research, and we really like working with Hedera Hashgraph. They've been a great partner, but definitely a great protocol. And of course, the energy, the fact that we work in emerging market, the energy consumption and the distribution nature of the running of the network is something that we knew that we needed to obfuscate. It was too much to ask governments and institutions to not only adopt a new technology, but also having to figure out how to manage nodes. I saw that very painful process in the early days. It literally kills so many blockchain projects.
So there you guys have it. And again, I love the fact that she did mention the energy usage there, because as I mentioned, the efficiencies that a lot of people don't focus on is they're always looking at, oh, it's extremely fast. It's, this, it's that. But they don't focus on the energy usage. And for a lot of people, they're like, oh, I don't care about the energy usage. It's not a big problem to me. The thing is that around the world, we now have mandates put on enterprises and on a lot of these major, use cases where, if you are running a massive financial institution, or if you are an enterprise, name that has this use case, guess what? It better be compliant to carbon emissions and the mandates around it. So Hedera being a big +1 in that aspect sets the stage for it to be adopted massively. Now beyond this, right? Remember that Emtech just recently, back in, I want to say 2023, I believe that this was back in 2023. They announced another major move with Hedera, and also, by the way, they were early pioneers in driving financial inclusion, working with major players in the region like Ghana, for an example, on Hedera-based CBDC innovation. Emtech, a first of its kind modern central banking infrastructure provider, launched the Emtech CBDC Innovation Hub, and that happened, I want to say, it might have been 2022, actually, now that I think about it. On Hedera for fintechs and financial service providers looking to test new fintech solutions and business models with CBDCs. With over 10 trillion of paper cash in circulation and 93% plus of central banks, it's 98% now, exploring and piloting CBDCs to introduce a digital cash, the CBDC Innovation Kit provides fintechs a set of tools with which to begin their discovery of the possibilities of a digital cash infrastructure. The CBDC Innovation Kit leverages the Hedera network and ERC20 token standard for its simulated token called Beyond Cash. The kit provides developer-friendly APIs for a build or bring your own app ecosystem model, and comes with pre-built dashboards for users to run tests. Ghana Central Bank then implemented the CBDC Innovation Kit on Hedera for its ECD Hackathon 2023, a 12-week innovation challenge during which innovators built solutions on the CBDC Innovation Kit to address financial inclusion challenges in Ghana. Across the world, a CBDC on Hedera could offer multiple benefits, including financial inclusion, cost reduction. A Hedera-based CBDC greatly reduces these costs by enabling peer-to-peer transactions without intermediaries, making financial transactions more affordable, efficiencies as well, stimulating economic growth, innovation, and development as well. So again, very successful use case with Emtech. And even when we look over here on the full breakdown on Hedera's website, we have Emtech is enabling global financial inclusion by leveraging technology to transform financial ecosystems, 100 plus countries exploring CBDCs, $1 quadrillion worth of global currencies and derivatives, and 2 billion unbanked people worldwide. Through the Hedera Public Network, Emtech is helping central banks safely engage their ecosystem in a way that will drive financial literacy, trust, and capacity building. Hedera's DLT is rooted in the ability to deliver highly scalable, low-cost, and completely transparent transactions, which are critical to gaining the trust of the unbanked. And, again, this just speaks volumes on this use case and why it's so significant to focus on. I'm extremely bullish on Hedera around finance, around banking, around CBDCs, because it seems as though they have everything locked in already. And also big shout out to Tony Edward for this, because guys, 6 CBDCs or 6 central banks locked in that could ultimately, usher in a CBDC on Hedera. That's a possibility. And we already know that a public blockchain is the go-to around these types of use cases. So listen up, focus up, because things are changing very, very fast around our financial system, and it seems as though Hedera is at the forefront of it with other players in this space. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on, get some more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.